Hi guys, it's Donna with Donna's Creative Space. I am here. It is Friday, January 21st at just a little afternoon. I was running a tad bit late, but I'm here now. And I want to show you how to make this cute card. But I also want to remind you that it is celebration time. So if you are shopping, you can, here, let me see, let me move some stuff down. I have so much stuff on my desk right now. I want to put out my little symbol here. So when you shop between January 4th and, excuse me, January 4th to February 28th, it is celebration. So you are going to earn free product from Stampin' Up! For your purchases. So if you shop minimum order $50, you get to choose out of the celebration brochure, which has some really cool stuff in it. So, but it is also, well, let's see, we're 3/4 into January, I guess, but Valentine's Day is just a short time away, and I thought I would show you how to make this cute fun fold card. Excuse me, I made this, we did this in my team meeting the other night as a make and take. I demonstrated how to make this. It's a cute little, like it's a pinwheel. Look at that, isn't that cool? So it's a pinwheel fun fold, and it's built on this core, which I've seen it called different things online. Some people just call it a pinwheel card. Some call it a tower pinwheel card. But it was really fun to make because it just made it like you could just be so creative with it. I used the Sweet Conversation stamp set, and I used the Sweet Talk designer paper that is really, it has some really good stuff in it. Really pretty papers, but they don't have to be for Valentine's. These are like the cuties. Remember I think they were called cuties or sweet cutie. I don't know. They were conversation hearts. They were the little candies. But the paper, like this one here, that screams Valentine's, right? But on the other side, it's purple stripes, so you really don't have to use it for Valentine's. This one here, it does have on the back, I think it's love in different languages. So that kind of screams Valentine's, but it's not red, so you could send it to somebody you care about. And this one, lots of hearts, and those are the boxes. And remember the little sweet conversation hearts? Sweeties? Somebody remember what those were called? They came in a little box, and here's another one. Hearts on one side, but the other side is striped, so you could use this for any of your cards. And I'm just quickly showing you this because if you like this paper for Valentine's Day, you can still use it for other projects. Here's this modeled, kind of a marble modeled pink, petal pink looking paper. On the back, it's definitely Valentine's candy and such. This one here are lollipops, heart lollipops, and on the back, it's just a red dot pattern. So this could be used another time. So I think I've gone through all of them. All right, so just wanted to show you those real quickly. But this is what we're going to make today. And I just thought it was fun. I took a bunch of tags and punches and just had a pile of stuff, and then I just kind of created it. So, and it looks like it would be hard to make, right? But it really isn't. So what we have here is, let's see, I'm going to show you a couple of things. And I have to say that I have to cut out a couple of more pieces of cardstock. So I'll do that with you so that you can see how this is made. So we do have a base, well, a kind of like I said, a core that we have to make. But each one of these pieces here, these cardstock pieces are 2 and, let me do it this way so you can see the numbers, 2 3/4, right? 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. So this fits, this card It's so cute, but it fits. So you could take whichever one you like. I like this one as the front one. And it fits in one of our medium-sized envelopes. So it's perfectly fine to mail. And hi, Mary. Yes, they are fun. Yeah, it is. I had a blast making this because I just thought each section was fun for creation and just playing around. So back to the size, 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. So I'm going to use just two colors of cardstock. Now I've gone ahead and cut most of my stuff ahead of time, but I'm going to cut this paper I already cut it 4 1/4 because I told you I was doing this for my meeting the other night, my Sage Stampers team. Oh, and if you are interested, this month and next month, during Celebration, it's always a special deal to join Stampin' Up! For the starter kit. And even if you're just joining for a discount and just want to, supply your hobby and get a discount on all your product, you can join normally any time of the year. It's $125 in product, but you only pay $99 plus tax. Free shipping, so that's great. But you during Celebration, they always have a special. So during this time period, Celebration, January 4th to February 28th, you get to pick 2 free stamp sets in addition to getting $125 in product for only $99. So that regular deal, you get $26 in product for free. But during Celebration, you get to pick 2 free stamp sets. And they have to be ones out of the annual catalog or the mini catalog. They can't be the host set or, the special Celebration one in the back of the Celebration catalog. There's that Camellia, I forget the name of it now. That one is if you can get for free if you spend $300. But anyway, so let me make sure. Yeah, I got the same stuff. So I'm using Highland Heather and Real Red. So I have 2 of each, right? Because I just kind of want to coordinate my products. So I'm going to put my trimmer away. You will need something to score things, but you can watch today if you want and just come back to this and get the measurements later. I will probably I'll put later today, if not later today, tomorrow morning, I'll have the instructions on my blog, which is, oh gosh, it's not here. Donna Singleton. Where did I put it? I think I cut it off when I made my saying. There's follow my blog, donnascreativespace.com. So I will go out there, like I said, later today, or by tomorrow morning sometime. I'm going to quickly cut this and while I'm talking, because I was making my little sign real quickly when I realized that, oh my gosh, I didn't have my sign with my new host code. So I already did my card class to go for the first part of the month, and that you got a free card kit to go, which was a kit to make 8 cards, and the it's 4 designs, and you got to make 2 of each, and it was using this stamp set, the Sweet Conversations, and also the free one, the Catching Butterflies. That was the other free stamp set. And I'll show you real quick, because I just happened to finish videotaping it. So this is what you would have gotten to make. If you had spent, it was January 1st through the 15th, if you had spent $35, you would have got the supplies to make this kit here. You would have gotten enough supplies to make 2 of these. You just needed to use your own ink and adhesive and stamps. So you would have made 2 of those and 2 of those, and I tied all your bows, and I had cut out all these hearts I cut out for you, and another bow I tied for you, and I had all this punched out. Everything's pre-cut. I do as much as I can. This here, I had to use the Sharpie technique, so you get a long piece of ribbon, and the video shows you how to do the Sharpie technique to make that little knot. But that was my card class to go, so that will be shipping out in another day or so. I am about a day or so behind because I just had a very busy week, so I apologize, but they won't be going out if possible, they may go out in the mail tomorrow, but if not, they'll go out. I'll probably drop them off on Sunday, so they'll go out Monday morning's mail. But anyway, so I used that paper, this paper, for a lot of those cards, and I had a lot of scraps left, so I decided to make this pinwheel card. I just think it's adorable and fun, and I'm going to show you real quick. So, excuse me. So you needed 2 3/4. You needed 4 pieces of cardstock. I did 2 colors, and those needed to be 2 3/4 by 4 1/4 to make them the right size to fit into the card. I'm just going to cut this down because I believe this was supposed to be 2 1/2. So now then, besides those, you need 4 pieces of designer paper. I'll show you what I picked out, right? You need 4 pieces of designer paper, and these are what I chose. I kind of matched them to the pieces that I kind of thought I wanted them to go with, and I'm going to make mine exactly like my sample, all right? So I have 2 3/4, so these are going to sit right on here like this. We'll make it nice and easy. We're just going to make a bunch of panels. And let's see, this red one, the hearts went on the red one, right? And then this stripe went on the purple. So then I've got, now you don't want to make this too bulky, but I used 2 ribbons in this. And these ribbons were the, I used the linen, red linen, faux linen, right? This is the real red faux linen. You only need a little piece of that. And then I tied a bow with, I love this white organdy ribbon and glittered organdy ribbon. It's so pretty. But you don't want to use too much, too many thick embellishments because the way this folds, this is the thickest embellishment I have. I do have, I'll show you that red ribbon is right here, but it's fairly flat. So you just don't want to make it too thick, because if you build up each section too much, then it'll really get thick and it'll be all like, it won't fold flat in your card and it'll be all bubbled up. So this is what we're going to do. So 2 3/4 for each section, a 2 3/4 by 4 1/4 piece of cardstock, a 2 1/2 by 4 inch piece of designer series paper. Then for the panel on the left side of it, you need, these were 1 1/2, I believe. Yeah, 1 1/2 by 4. All right. So I've gone ahead and I've cut out my panels, my designer series panels for each of these. I'm just going to match them up to what I want to do, following my same, because I already did all the thinking, the thought process on all this, and figured out where I wanted to put everything. So I'm just going to follow the same thing. So that's what you need for bases. So see, we have each section has a little setup, right? And then all you need to do, oh, then you have this one piece. So this is 4 1/4, no, 4 1/2 by 4, all right? And that's what we're going to use to make our core, which is like a tower, all right, to make this pinwheel card. And then you just want to just do a bunch of punching. Now I used this is the bundle for this stamp set, and it's called Sweetheart. That's what those candies I think were called, Sweethearts. If you're watching and if you remember what those candies, remember they were little like kind of chalky looking candies, and they had the words stamped on them. Love you, BFF, those kind of things. Well, I bet you they weren't, well, back when I was a kid, I don't think BFF was there. I can't imagine. That kind of came out when all this texting and everything came about, wasn't it? But these Sweetheart dies coordinate with the stamp set, and if you buy them together, you get 10% discount. So I went through and I cut out a bunch of hearts. I did use, for these big heart, I used our punches. We have a punch called the Heart Duo Punch, which it cuts a straight edge and it also cuts a scallop. There's 2 of them, 2 punches, 1 scalloped, 1 straight edge. So I used that. And then I used, these 2 are from the Stitch So Sweetly dies, which I use them all the time. That's a great set to have. And this is from the, what was this called? The Tag Bundle, something Tag Bundle, Tag Trio Bundle? No, that's not right. And then I just grabbed some other punches. Now all our circular punches have retired, but I've never gotten rid of mine. So I've kept them all because I just love punches. But all this stuff, this little pile here, is all from the stamp set. And even these, I saved what came out of the middle. So I don't think I used this purple one, but I saved the insides because you'll see if you didn't notice it as I did it. So I'm going to try to do this. Let's make this piece first. So you're going to need a scoring tool or your trimmer. And so you have a 4.5 inch side and a 4 inch side. So this is, oh, you know what? I think I cut that wrong. I did. Oh my goodness. All right, so I have to recut this because I just realized. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, so you want it to be 4 1/4. All right, so because we want it the same height as the cards. So I'm going to cut it 4 1/4. This is that striped paper. I love this. 4 1/4 by 4 1/2. Okay. Now I'm going to leave it right like this because the 4 1/2 side is where you're going to score. All right. So 4 1/4, because now these are going to fit on perfectly. See, you want it the same height as our cardstock. So on the 4 1/2 inch side, you're gonna score. It'll be hard to see. I'll hold it up when I'm done, but it'll be a little hard to see as I'm doing this. I wonder if I should zoom in a little bit. Let me try zooming in, and so you can kind of see. But hopefully, somebody remind me. I'll keep looking at my screen. Remind me. I gotta remember to zoom out so that you're not watching my knuckles for the rest of the video. Okay, so you want to score 1 inch, slide it over, and this is the 4 1/4 inch side, 4 1/2 inch side, 2 inches, 3 inches, and then at 4. Okay, just like that. All right, let me get rid, and that's all I need for that since I did all the cutting. You can see it better on this side, so let me hold this up. Well, I shouldn't hold it up too high because I forgot I zoomed in. Can you see those score lines? I'll hold it right there. See? 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, and 4 inch. So we have this 1/2 inch side here. All right. So now I am going to unzoom so you're not looking at my knuckles the whole time. So I would like the stripe on the inside because I like the stripe going up and down, and the way I cut it, I don't want the hearts. You could do the hearts like that on the inside, but I'm doing the stripe on the outside. So I'm going to I'm going to fold on each one of those lines and pull out your bone folder because you want a nice crisp fold on each of those score lines. And if you're watching, please say hello. And if you're watching the replay on YouTube, because I'll upload this to YouTube, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you would. All right. So let's see. So now, excuse me, I am going to use tear and tape because I think it's nice and strong. I like to pull off a piece, then I don't have any issues with the roll being in my way. And I'm going to put one piece on and pull it off just so it's not in the way of the other strip, and put another strip on just like that. And you could use your tear and tape for this. All right, and then you're going to fold this piece. Oops, oh, I did that wrong. I did it wrong. I want the stripe, so I just do it this way. Did I do it wrong? I did. Well, I can fix it. I can do it this way. So you're going to, because it's going to get covered. You should have put the tear and tape on the back side, the pattern that you don't want. But anything can usually be fixed, so I'm just going to fold this like this. And how was I going to fold it? I remember now. How was I going to do this? I want it to be like this. Yes. All right. So I'm going to fold it like this. Oh, maybe I didn't do it wrong. Oh, I did. Wait. I did. I'm so confused. This is how I'm folding it. All right. I'm going to fold it like this because I did it wrong. Because you want that tab to be on the inside. But I wanted my stripes on the inside. So, sorry about that. So I'm going to just crease this on all 4 sides just to make it nice and strong. All right. So normally this crease would be on the inside, but I goofed, but see, I fixed it. Not too bad. Okay. So while we're going to take our adhesive, and I'm going to quickly put all of these mats on these cards because I know it's nice and simple. And I'm just going to take my adhesive runner and, am I out of the image? Probably. I'm just going to put these pieces on the cardstock. So you'll have, just center it, you'll have like 1/8 of an inch all the way around because we cut the cardstock 1/4 inch larger in both directions. So that way we have 1/8 inch, that's split. And we'll put this on just like that. So you'll have 4 panels. I think I like this because it was like making 4 mini cards. I just thought it was so fun. And when I went and cut a bunch of all this stuff over here, I just thought, you know what, I'll just keep playing with this and I'll just add as I go, because sometimes it's just fun to add everything. And this I thought was really cool because it looks like it would be hard to create this pinwheel effect, but it really isn't. Okay, so there's my panels. Now, what we want to do with this is these are all going to be attached onto this. And I like using, again, I like using you can use your seal adhesive if you would like, but I like the tear and tape because it's a little bit stronger, and I'm going to put it right close to the edge, and I'm just going to go across and do this on each panel, each section, I should say, of this core or tower. Just like this. Oh my gosh, I don't know where you guys live, but it is chilly outside. Really, really cold. I'm glad I am inside. Alright, so there's 2 sections done. Let me do this section. So when you go to put this together, you put you'll put the adhesive on that 1/2 inch strip, but you'll put it on the wrong side of your paper, not what I did. Do as I say, not as I do. And one last piece goes here, just like that. All right, and then I'm going to press them all down, make sure they're nice and good on there. And I'm going to go one by one, I'm going to put my cardstock on here. All right. And like I said, you could use 3 different pieces of cardstock. You could use, if you're going to do white bases, I would use the thick basic white that we have because it'll be more sturdy, obviously. So all you're going to do is, if you use 2 different colors, you are going to put them up like every other, like I'll do the red every other. So I'm going to turn it like this, and I'm just going to line up this corner. Maybe I should zoom in. Let me see if I can zoom in. Did that work? I'm kind of trying to wait. There's always a delay. So let's see how high I am. So I'm gonna match up this side. See, this is where I took off the adhesive, right? I'm gonna match up. These are all, this is kind of in all different directions. So it's really not non-directional designer series paper. So you just put it on, right? See that? Make sure you line it up just like that. And then I am going to do the next one. Same way. I think I'll take out the zoom a little bit. Keep myself, because see, I don't want you, there, that's a little better, I think. Then the next one, do the same thing. I ripped off the backing. I took off the backing of those, and I'm going to line up this edge. See what I did? As I put that one, and can you see how the pinwheel is starting to form? Isn't that fun? I just think this is so cool. All right, so get off these 2 pieces. And what was my next one? The hearts. I'm just trying to follow my same pattern so I don't get all messed up. All right. And that folds like that. Isn't this cool? I don't know. I think small things fascinate me. Oh, I crack up. You're probably sitting there going, oh, this girl is nuts. She's just over there laughing about this. But I just think this is such a cool trick. All right, so I'm going to take my bone folder, and for each section, kind of make sure it's nice and pressed down. Just like that. Isn't that cool? Am I crazy? I am, right? I am. And I'm going to take my bone folder, stick it in the inside, and press down. Just like that. So here, I don't know. I am crazy. I do love this. Okay, now I'm just going to go through, and I'm going to match up what I had picked out, and I'm putting, oops, there's my bow. I'm going to put the left side. This little skinny panel, which I'll remind you is 1 3/4. 1 3/4 by 4. Everything was 4 inches because our base is 4 1/4, right? I'll turn this way and I'll look at this next one. Was these purple hearts. Purple and red hearts. Adhesive. And I don't have to use the, I only use the tear and tape on the stuff that I think, you know, may have a chance. Oh, this is so pretty. I just love these colors together. That's why I picked out the red and the Highland Heather, because I pulled them out of the paper. All right, what's next to the heart is the stripes. So where are you guys? Is it cold where you are? It's very chilly here. Luckily no snow. Whoops. Oh my goodness, I'm getting hearts everywhere. And this will go here. And this is just, I'm just doing basic mats. You can put them, you could leave this blank if you wanted. But, which was this was the, yeah, I wanted the blue side on this. And sometimes it works out that you're using the paper that's, oops. Oh, I forgot I was, so zoomed out. Zoomed in, I mean. Let's see. I just did it again. Let's see where we are when it finishes. And make sure this paper actually has writing on it. So you want to make sure that the writing is going in the right direction so that whoever you send this to can read it. All right, so see that? Isn't that a cool base to a card? It's a pinwheel. I just love this. Have you guys ever made, well, Mary said that she loves these. So she's obviously made them. Anybody else? All right, so let's start playing with this. I'm going to do a little bit of stamping just on a couple things. So let me get some paper out. Protect my work surface because I'm going to be stamping off. Let's see, I think I'm going to zoom in out now because I want to be able to, want you to be able to see my table and not just my knuckles. All right, so I'm going to follow this pattern. So I'll leave this right here to show you. And I have, like I said, I have all these things cut out off to the side. So on this one, I use this little tag. And I have to get my, oh, where's my Highland Heather ink? Did I put it away? Oh my goodness. Hang on a sec. I don't know what I did with my Highland Heather ink. It is somewhere. It couldn't have gone far. Did I put it in? I don't know what I did with it. My goodness, I was just using it. And I don't see it. So hang on a sec. There's the blue, because I was just doing a video on something else. All right, well, I'll improvise, and I'm going to use Gorgeous Grape. Because I don't know where I put my Highland Heather. It's somewhere in this room. Hi, Beverly. Arizona's 40 degrees. Oh, I would go for 40. I think it's pretty chilly here, but okay, so I want real red. And I am going to stamp a couple of things that from this stamp set here. I did stamp other things like already, so you're not going to have to watch me stamp everything, but this one here I didn't stamp yet. So I'm going to take this Love You heart and the shading for it. So these shadings fit into the larger heart and the medium and smaller heart. So I'm going to use this one, and then I'm going to use this stripe. And like you probably heard, I mean, I know the minute I start using Gorgeous Grape, I'm going to see my Highland Heather. It could be out in the other room. Everything is everywhere over here. So I'm going to start with my Real Red, and I'm going to stamp this Love You right in the center of this cute little tag. Tailor-made tags, that's the name of the dies. Every once in a while, it comes to me later on. So that's the red, and then I just need my Blushing Bride. For now, I'm going to use this to fill it in. And it's kind of mottled, so if it doesn't come out even, that's okay. And just stamp right on top. It's so cute. I love the stamp set. It was fun using the stamp set. Now, the stripes. I just put them on a block. And where did I put the block? Oh my gosh. Didn't I just put them on a block? I know I did. Oh, no, I didn't put them on a block. They're right here. I need a block. Hang on, let me grab another block. Okay, so I got this block. Now, this would be really dark. I'll show you one by stamping it on the back. Actually, it's not too bad. What do you think? I think I might go with this. This is Gorgeous Grape. I had used Highland Heather, but I think I'll use this full strength. So I just put some stripes down the bottom and stripes at the top, just to decorate the card a little. It's a little darker than the Highland Heather, but I think it's fine. I was going to stamp off to make it lighter, but I don't really need to. That looks fine. So now this is all set to go on there, but what I did was I took a little strip of that ribbon, and I kind of, there's a very tiny hole, so I fold it in half and then kind of pinch the end of it so I can get it through this hole. Pass the folded end through and makes a loop. And then I just stuck this through the loop like that. And then just pull it kind of gently, because you don't want to break your hole. All right. And you can kind of play around with the loop just so it folds flat. All right, and I used a long piece of ribbon because I think it's easier to finagle, and then I'll trim it after I put it on the card. So like I told you before, I'm trying to put most of this flat because I don't want a lot of bulk. So I only use dimensionals, I believe, on one section. So let's take our card back, and I'm just going to lay this across right like that, just in the center. And I'll take my ribbon scissors. Do you guys have 2 pairs of scissors? These are our paper snips. They're really fairly cheap in price. They're $10, and I always keep 2 on hand because one I use for cutting cardstock, paper, and anything if it has adhesive on it. But the other ones are my ribbon scissors, so I try to remember not to cut anything other than ribbon. That's why I tied some ribbon on here. So the ribbon's on there to try to remind me. Sometimes it still gets past me, but I'm just going to trim these 2 ends at an angle. You can cut it whatever angle you like, just like that. Just to make a cute little tie, right? And then all I did was I took some of the hearts that were punched out when I punched out these 2 shapes. Now these make a little bit bigger heart and these make a little bit smaller heart. And I don't think I use the bigger hearts anywhere else. I use the smaller hearts there. So this is just one big heart. And for these, I'm going to use the multi-purpose liquid glue. I just think it's better for, you could use a glue dot. Glue dots are good for this too. But I'm going to use my putty tool and pick up the heart and put a little dot. Oops. Maybe that's not going to work. I think what I did before, let me see. Oh, was this a big heart or a small heart? I think that was a big heart. I need a small heart. I need a small purple heart. I think what I'll do is I'll put a dot where I want them. That will work better. And then I'll pick up Then I'll pick up the hearts. So this is a big heart. So I just pick up the, see how that works with the putty? And then put that down where I want it, right? And hold it there. And then these are little hearts. Because you'll see why I needed the little purple hearts in another section of our card. So I'm just going to put those two down. Oops, that there. Oh, I got, did you see why it stuck? Because I took off some of the putty on my fingernail. Okay, those three are down. And now I am just going to decorate with a few little rhinestones. And this putty also works good for the rhinestones. Just picks it up and you can put it down where you want it. And I think I just tossed a few over here. It's a little sprinkling of bling. And that section is done. Isn't that cool? So now we'll go to this section. So I'll turn this one. You'll see what it looks like. And I went ahead and pre-stamped my Happy Valentine's Day, because some of them I knew that you wouldn't want to have to sit here and watch me the whole time. So I stamped it on a long skinny piece of basic white, and then I'm just going to cut it apart. Just like this. Because I'm putting this on the red background. Okay, if we had done this in reverse, because I wanted that, I wanted the white background. The scallop edge. Oh gosh, I got so much trash around here. Let me get rid of some of that. I wanted the white scallop background to show. All right, so I have my red heart. These two, remember I said I punched out with the duo heart punches. It's a set of 2 punches. You could buy them together. So I'm going to put this on with an adhesive. So put it on with my seal. And these seals do take a while to get used to, but I absolutely love the adhesive in them. So I like to use them a lot. So that's on there like that. Now this, you could put the adhesive on here, but I found that the glue dots work better. And I have my glue dots here. And let's see. This fell out. Now, if you're wondering why I have this ribbon on here, it's got tossed into my bin. It's to hold my glue dots in place. You have another one here, but I decided not to use it because I might run out of glue dots. So I'm going to use this one. And this way I can pull it back, but the ribbon holds them in place. So I'm going to put the Valentine's word first. And I'm just going to use 2 glue dots. Press hard. 1, 2. Right? And I'm going to put that right in the center. Just straight across. Just like that. All right, make sure it's straight. Oh, I want to put it a little bit lower. Make sure I have enough room. Right there's good. And then the happy will go above it. I'll still use 2 glue dots since this is shorter, but it's still kind of long. I'll probably only use 1 glue dot for the day. So this is going to go above. Just like that. And the day is going to go below. I think I can use just 1 glue dot for this one. And I'll go there, just like that. So that's a cool way of breaking up your sentiment. All right. So now this is going to go on dimensionals because this is the only thing that, I think this is the only thing that I have on dimensionals in this entire little pinwheel card. And this is going to go right here at an angle. Oh, I just love this. Cute, cute. And then I'm going to put my little bow that I pre-tied ahead of time. Excuse me. Excuse me. I knew that was coming. I was trying not to talk. All right, so I'm going to take this bow with the glue dot, and I'm just going to put it at the top. Oh, let me twist it a little bit and get these the bottom pieces a little flatter. And I'll put that right at the top. It's kind of off the heart because I kind of want to see a little bit more of the heart. And then I'll take my ribbon scissors and I'll cut it short because I don't want it too long. Just like that, right? Pretty, right? I had so much fun doing this. I know I'm crazy, but so I want some little red hearts. Oh, I I've been knocking into them. So I'm going to put 3 dots with my glue. This is the all-purpose liquid glue, just 3 little dots. Get my take your pick tool and put them on here. This, if you don't have one of these take your pick tools, these are the greatest. One end is putty, and when you buy one, you get 2 of the putty ends, and the other end is this pointer, right? So you can poke things, you can pick up rhinestones and whatnot, and then the other end is a spatula. Isn't that cool? Then it also comes with another section like this that has the 2 ends like stylus for scoring, or one side's bigger than the other, so you could, you know how when you punch out a little flower and you want to kind of dent the center in, you could use that on your sponge, on your sponge pad, and you use the little round head and roll across the top. I'll have to do that on another video to show you guys. You may have seen it already somewhere else, but all right, so put that one down there. I keep breaking off. My fingernail is getting in the way. And let me find another small one. Here's another small one. And this one is just going to go here. All right. And then I just took some rhinestones. Let me make sure those are down. Just give them a good press. You don't want to put too much of that liquid glue on because it'll ooze out the sides. And then I'm just going to put, maybe I'll put the rhinestone up there this time. And then just put your rhinestones around on the other side. I think I'm going to put 3. I think I want 3 on this side. Oh, look at, see, I'm doing that with, I don't know why. It's because my nail is too long, I guess. I'm going to put one on this card because I didn't have it there. There, okay. All right, so 1, 2, 3, and a 4th one over there. Because it's on a section. Isn't that cute? So that's the way I'll put it into my card. All right, next section. Let's see, what are we doing on time? I'm on my lunch hour from work. Oh, I want to show you how I made this background. All right, so this is a little scalloped rectangle from the Stitch So Sweetly. I took the 3 hearts from the stamp set, right? See these 3 hearts here? You can also have the ones that fill in. We'll use that on a different section. But we're going to use the 3 hearts and my real red ink. And you want to have grid paper behind you. Let me move some stuff around. I'm trying to stay in this little area. All right. So, oh, I don't know if I said so, but I have a host code for the rest of the month. I don't have a second card class to go this month. I was vending at 2 different weekend scrapbook events, so I just didn't have time to pull together another card class to go. But the second half, I still want people that shop with me to get rewarded, so I'm going to be giving a pack of embellishments with your orders that are over $35. All right, and I will throw in a little card or something for you. All right, so for this, I'm just going to start at an angle with the first 3 hearts, and then I'm going to shift it, right, so that the heart kind of falls in between, the next heart falls in between the other 2, but I'll keep it at the same angle, like that. So that's why you want grid paper or scrap paper underneath you. So then I'll ink it up and I'll do it across on the other side. Now I'm going to go back here and I'm going to put them off center of the hearts below, just like that. And then I'm just going to keep going. And this makes it look like it looks like you're using designer paper, but you're not. It's like you're making your own background paper, but it's kind of a neat little trick to offset them. Just like that. And then these 3 will be just about in place, but I am going to go back because you would normally see the 2 sides like that. And then you'll get 2 more down the bottom like that. Isn't that a cute way of making your background? All right, so that's that, and I just have to stamp the sentiment on this little. Now this is a 1 1/4 inch circle that I punched out before. I was gonna say before class. I punched out before this Facebook Live, and I think that's all the stamping we need for this. So this is going to go on the little Highland Heather scallop punch, and this is a very tiny scallop that goes around, just barely fits on it. That was one of our old punches that we had. And those two, I'm not using any dimensionals because, like I said, I don't want this card to be too thick. Then this is going to go on another scallop punch that I did in red, right? And then I'm going to put this down. Normally, if I was putting this on a card, I'd probably put it up on dimensionals, but I don't want it to be too thick because then I'll have trouble closing. So I'm going to press that down. I'm going to rub the back. Very creative. This is so much fun doing this card, Beverly. All right, so now that's done. So now I can put it in our card. Again, adhesive. You could use your liquid glue for any of this. Sometimes I find that the, and I'm going to put a little extra in the center so sure to stay in place. And then this goes on here, just centered. Oh, I just love making this. All right, so something else I did with all these little hearts. Now I hope I didn't use them up. Here's one. I wanted 2 small hearts because I have a section that I need the bigger hearts. They're just slightly bigger, but when I go to use them, you'll see what I mean by needing the bigger hearts. I think, did I lose one? I might have lost a heart. Let me see if I have some others all cut up already. Let me see if I have any other small purple hearts. Maybe I'll have to use a red one. Yeah, I might have to use a red heart. I don't know. I thought I had, but they're all over the place because I leaned on them. I'm surprised they're probably on the floor now. That they're probably stuck to my, but maybe I'll do a, well, this one looks like it might be, is that big or small? Yeah, they're all the same. All right, I'm going to put a little purple one up here. Maybe I'll do it here. Right. Uh-oh, I put a little too much glue there. And then I'll do one, maybe I'll cover this one that's kind of off the page a little. I'm going to wipe off the tip of my glue. So it's getting a little messy there. Okay, so I'm going to put this small one up here. And the reason I'm using the small one because they fit perfectly in these little red spots. And then the small one here, just like that. Just a little something, right? Just to decorate. And then I'll just put a couple of big rhinestones over here on this side. Just like that. I was just going to do 2, and maybe I'll put a little medium one. I don't want to put this. Maybe here. Just there. Anywhere, but it's so cute, right? All right, next section. Let's see. I think I want to do... oh, this is our last section. Look at that. So we did this one, we did that one, right? That one. Okay, our last section. So this is where I left it blank so that before I send this, I can write a little message to whoever I'm sending this to. So there's there's one little stamping that we have to do on this one, not much. So I'm going to use, we use the hollow hearts, right? Just the outline of the hearts on this one, but now we're going to use this is to fill them in, but we're only going to use one of the hearts. So I'm going to get my red ink out, and I'm just going to ink up one heart because I'm just going to put it a couple of spots on this. This is from the Stitch So Sweetly dies, and I think I'm going to put one here. It's nice and easy because I only inked up one side, one heart, just like that. Oops, stuck to me, right? So I just put that in the corner, see? Just in the little, and they're kind of modeled. It's a little dot pattern, so they're not like solid. And that's it for that. And then I glued this in. Right, I'll put it down with adhesive though. Get my adhesive runner going. I'm nearing the end of this runner, so it's getting kind of finicky. All right, and this is going to go just across the center here, but a little slightly higher because I want to do something on the bottom. Slightly higher than center, but almost center, I would say. Okay, just like that. And now I'm going to take this row of hearts, but I only need 5 hearts. So I'm going to cut off one of these hearts just like this, very carefully. right? And you're not going to see the very edge. And now I'm going to put some glue, just a tiny bit. A little goes a long way. And I'm just almost, you can't really tell probably. Let me see if I can get higher. I'm almost just kind of slightly squeezing it, but almost using the brush tip, the tip of the glue to brush it on. So it's just barely getting any glue on there. Just like that. And then this is going to go down here. And I'm just going to kind of center it a little, just like that. And it doesn't matter that that heart on the right was not exactly rounded. I'm just going to put it across, and then hold that down. And then, oh, I must have had red on my finger. Look at, I got some red on there. Now I'm going to put a little dot of glue in each center here, right? And then I'm going to take these little purple hearts and just fill them in here. They fit perfectly because I cut, isn't this pretty? I cut the same one out of purple, so that's why I know they fit so nicely. That's why I said that the small ones, this chain, when you do this other one, is a little bit smaller heart, so you just want to make sure you get the right size and just kind of put them in, and they fit perfectly. It's like a little puzzle piece. They just fit right in. So press that down, and as you can see, I got a little fingerprint. I am going to try, I don't know, I must have ink somewhere, but this is a one of the sand erasers, and it's supposed to get off. It does work. I don't know if you guys can see this, but you kind of sand, and very lightly. Some of them have a double end. I have another one somewhere that has like a rubber end on the other side, white eraser, so I like to use that. But I'll get this lighter, and this is only where I'm gonna write my sentiment to somebody, so this is working perfectly. I didn't hold it up when my fingerprint was there, but you can kind of see it's gone now, right? So these are pretty good, these sand erasers. Just get rid of all the sand. But it just basically roughens up the paper and just takes that top layer off, but you do want to be careful with it. Okay, so now I'm going to place these hearts were cut out with the dies, the sweetheart dies. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue. I have glitter. I'm getting glitter all over the place. I don't know where it's coming from on that piece. And now this is kind of kooky over here, but I just felt like I was just kind of decorating, so I got stuff on my fingers. I'm a mess today. But I have to hurry because I'm on my lunch hour and I need to get back to work. I'll just have to work a little later today if I'm late getting back. Just make up some time, but do the same thing that I said before, just put in a light layer. I just needed something on this side, and when I put that on there, it was kind of boring. Oh, I wonder, do I have enough? How would that look? Should I put these over here instead of that big heart? What do you guys think? I'm trying to think. What do you think? Should I put, because I do have these, oh, these are actually the big hearts. They won't fit very well. Now I'm just going to put the one I have. Another big heart. It'll match what's on the right side, right section. So I'll put more of this, and this is cut with the dies. So I'll put this down here, just kind of on top of this. It almost looks like it's a piece of jewelry, like the links on the ends of the jewelry. I had glue on my fingers, so I kind of pulled up a little piece. I'll put my rhinestone there. All right, and now I'm just going to put some rhinestones on. And like I said, I just kind of got a little bit of glue. It pulled up the red, so I'll put that there. And I'll put another medium-sized one on that side of the heart, I guess. And then like a tiny one, maybe down here. I kind of want to put a third one because I'm looking at this as I like to do things that are odd. In odd numbers, I should say. And maybe I'll put one on the purple like that so it stands out. All right. So I think we're done, right? This is our card. This is like sticking up a little. I'm gonna burnish that down a little. All right, so that's it. So I'll do my little rotation of my pinwheel. Thank you guys for sticking by and watching this. I know it was a little bit longer than planned. So there's one, and then as it turns, look at this. As it turns, you have this. Happy to have you in my life. This is where I'm going to say, you know, Happy Valentine. I can write anything I want. Love, Donna. And then here it says, love you. I really like this little tag on there like that. But it was so much fun creating this pinwheel shape like this. I just think it's adorable. So I hope you like doing this, watching me. I hope you'll try this. How do you mail it? Oh, hi, Sue. How do I mail it? Well, oh, you must have missed the beginning because it fits in. Of course, I don't know what I did with the envelope. Oh, here it is. You mail it just like you would mail a card. It's not thick. That's why I didn't put too many bows and stuff. See? This is in our regular medium-sized envelope. Right? And this is our medium-sized envelope. I think it's A2, I think, the regular size cards. So this is the same size as, let me show you this one. See, this is a regular card, right? Same size, same size. So you just mail it. No, it's not. It does. It's deceiving, but it fits perfectly into an envelope. Just like that. And then you could, oh, you know what we could do? I was going to say before I hang up. That's so funny. Okay, hang up. I am going to decorate, let's see, my envelope. I think this would be pretty on it. So you decorate your envelope. I know you guys have probably done this before. This is just a scrap piece, but I'm going to use liquid glue. You could use your adhesive runner, but you just put some liquid glue around the edge like this, right? Not a lot. And put some down the middle like that. Oh, you're welcome, Sue. And then just line up your designer paper along the fold. Oops, whoa. That's why it's good to use the liquid glue, because you have some wiggle time before. So you line it up, right, just like that, and press it down, and then take your scissors and just cut out the envelope. Just like this. I'm going to go right around the edge. I would have had this a strip cut more to the size, but I just thought of doing this. So I do like to decorate my envelopes, but I hadn't planned on showing you guys. So there's my envelope. You're welcome, Sue. But see that? Look at that. So now I could open it to this side. Happy to have you. That way it matches. Isn't that cute? So that is the pinwheel card. And that is my fancy fun fold for today. So don't forget, if you're shopping with me, please use that host code just for shopping. You'll get a free embellishment when I see your order, and I'll ship that out. Okay, thanks, folks. Thanks for watching. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification if you want to be notified. Oh, Misty. Misty wants to be notified. Can you hear her? Yeah, she's saying, know what she's saying in cat? She's saying, subscribe. Subscribe. Yeah, I'm getting a little ditzy right now. All right, got to get back to work. So I put all my tools away. Thank you for watching. Yes, it is a cool card. Thanks for watching, ladies. I will see you next time, and have a great weekend. Take care. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye. Oh, and don't forget, sign up for my newsletter so you know all the things that are going on at Donna's Creative Space. You can go to donnascreativespace.com, and in the heading, there's a spot to click on and send me your email address. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.